Sunday, the triumphant adventure.
1962 is a day I'll always remember. I was 36 years old, taking my place as host of America's most popular late-night program, The Tonight Show.
From New York, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. Johnny's guests tonight are Joan Crawford, Rudy Valley, Tony Bennett, Mel Brooks, the Phoenix Singers, Skitch Henderson with the NBC Orchestra, and me. I'm Ed McMahon. Right now, let's welcome the fellow you waited 6 months to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This is kind of an emotional thing for me because I've known about this show for a long time. And the newspapers and the magazines, and I've probably been interviewed 150 times in the last 9 months since I've known about this. As I say, you work up to it. We come over here this afternoon. We meet the guests that are on the show. And you get kind of charged up. I don't mean to be maudlin about it. But I know that tonight a lot of people, a lot of my friends are watching all over the country. And I only have one feeling as I stand here knowing that so many people are watching. I want my nana.
Well, I made it through that first night with the help of Groucho Marx, Rudy Valley, Joan Crawford, Tony Bennett, and Mel Brooks. I could never have imagined I would walk through that curtain almost 5,000 times in 30 years.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
And now, here's Johnny.
Thank you very much, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love you too. We are around the studio so emotionally high from last night's show. We have not come down yet, and I want to thank Robin Williams and Bette Midler for last night for giving us a next to closing show. They were absolutely sensational. This show tonight is our farewell show. It's going to be a little bit quieter. It's not going to be a performance show. And one of the questions that people have asked me, especially last month, is what's it like doing the Tonight Show, and what has it meant to me? Well, let me try to explain it. If I could magically, somehow, that tape you just saw, make it run backwards, I'd like to do the whole thing all over again. It has been just a hell of a lot of fun. As an entertainer, it's been the great experience in my life, and I cannot imagine finding something after I leave tonight in television that would give me as much joy and pleasure and a sense of exhilaration as this show has given me. It's just very hard to explain. Now, we don't want the show to be mawkish. This is it's a farewell show. There's a certain sadness among the staff here, a little melancholy. But look on the bright side. You won't have to read or see one more story about my leaving the show. I mean, the press coverage has been absolutely tremendous, and we are very grateful. But, my God, I mean, the Soviet Union's end didn't get this kind of publicity. The press has been very decent and honest with me, and I thank them for that, and that's about it. The greatest accolade, though, I think I received today. GE named me Employee of the Month. And God knows that was a dream come true. I don't like saying goodbye. Farewell shows are a little awkward, and I really thought about this, no joke. I thought, God, wouldn't it be funny, I thought, instead of showing up tonight, put on a rerun. NBC did not find that funny at all. Next question I get is what are you going to do? Well, I really had not made any plans, but the events of this last week have helped me make a decision. I'm going to join the cast of Murphy Brown and become a surrogate father to that kid. I think that is the least I can do for wholesome family values. Now, during the run of the show, there have been 7 different United States presidents, and thankfully for comedy, there have been 8 vice presidents of the United States. Now, I know I've made a lot of jokes at the expense of Dan Quayle, but I really want to thank him tonight for making my final week so fruitful. Here is an interesting statistic that may stun you. When we started the show October 1, 1962, the total population of the Earth was 3,100,000,000 people. This summer, it is 5,500,000,000 people, which is a net increase of 2,400,000,000 people, which should give us some cause. More amazing statistic is that half of those 2,400,000,000 people will soon have their own late-night TV show. Now, originally NBC came and says, you know what we'd like you to do in the final show? We'd like to do a 2-hour primetime special with a lot of celebrities and a star-studded audience. And I said, well, I'd really prefer to end like we started, rather quietly, in our same time slot, in front of our same shabby little set. It is rather shabby. We offered it to a homeless shelter, and they said, no, thank you. I am taking the applause sign home, putting it in the bedroom. Maybe once a week, just turn it on. But we do have a VPI audience, a VPI audience? We should have had that, too. What we did, I asked the members of the staff and the crew to invite their family relatives, their friends to come tonight, and they did. We've had some other invited guests. My family is here tonight, my wife, Alex, my 2 sons, Chris and Corey, my brother Dick, my sister Catherine, and a sprinkling of nephews and nieces. And I realize that being an offspring of somebody who is constantly in the public eye is not easy. So, guys, I want you to know I love you, and I hope your old man hasn't caused you too much discomfort. It would have been... It would have been a perfect evening if their brother Rick could have been here with us, but I guess life does what it's supposed to do, and you accept it and go on. Now, about tonight's show. This is really not a performance show. This is kind of a look back, a retrospective. We're going to show you some moments in time, some images of the many people, and there have been some 23,000 people. We're going to show you a little excerpt of the way this show is put together, so go get some more cheese dip. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you for coming. Okay, we're back. Now, what we're going to show you, as I mentioned, over the past 30 years, we have had some 24,000 guests on this show from every profession, actors, comedians, singers, dancers, politicians, writers, and so forth. What we have tonight are just little images. We picked these things out just to show you. These are not long sketches like we do on our anniversary show. We just wanted to give you a sense of some of the foolishness that has happened on this show in the past 30 years.
Well, first, let me tell you your assets. You're young, 42, right?
Right.
you come over on television like gangbusters. And boy, I'm the expert on how important that is.
You're not going to lend me your makeup man, are you?
No, I'm going to lend him to Lyndon Johnson.
I'm so delighted to see you because I ride up and down in my building every day in the elevator, and I see a man that says he's Johnny Carson. So it's great to see you finally.
It's not really.
In addition to that, who are you? This is even more important.
Carol Andreessen.
You're Joanne who?
Carol Andreessen.
Carol Andreessen. You're two different girls?
Yes.
Say the secret word and Grouch will come to your house.
I see. My dressing room isn't good enough for her.
I've got to see a doctor. I've got to see a doctor because there's something wrong with me. What can it be? What can it be?
Oh, you go right ahead there, do your impressions, don't be nervous.
I worked 30 years as faithful sidekick for Kimasabe. Hunt, fish, make food, sew clothes, sweep up, stay awake all night, listen for enemies for Kimasabe, risk life for Kimasabe. 30 lousy years.
Got 9 fights in the Navy.
Is that right? Well, you must have been pretty good because I don't see no marks on you or nothing.
Well, I don't see many marks on you either.
Well, I am pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Is this water you're having?
No, that's wine.
I thought you never drank. We've been out together. You hardly ever have.
I hate all liquor and I hate wine. But I don't know. I think I was a little bit nervous. And I thought wine would fix me up. You know, I'm always so nervous. Right now, I'm a wreck.
It's very reassuring in a way to know that all these fans are so interested in film personalities that they would like to come, you know, and even just look at your house and your shrubs. It sometimes is rather embarrassing.
I'd love to see your shrubs. Have you ever had anybody? I know you. I'm sorry for that. Any opening at all, I jump right in.
Uh-oh.
Now, wait a minute. Now, wait. Now, look, that's really...
Lake Baringo is a body of water. Its surface is smooth as glass. But getting to Lake Baringo is a genuine pain in the ass.
Well, I hugged you a little higher, but I'll hug her.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
What?
which, are you right-handed? Doesn't matter, but so they will see. Now, you take your knuckle, and you hit it right there. That's not how it works.
Oh, my God. I'm okay now. I'm out here. Mama, I'm on TV. For my friends in San Francisco, how are you? Nine, no. That should wake them up.
That's a laid-back place up there.
I never could stand my face, of course. It was just one of those things. No, truthfully, never could stand my face. Directors kept me out of rushes because I'd be so depressed for days.
What didn't you like about your face?
I thought it was hideous. I couldn't stand it. Well, now I'm a great many years older, and I see some of those films, and I don't think there's any question I was the best-looking woman.
John, from the bottom of my heart, deep inside my body, not Tammy Grimes.
Keep a clear in there.
John, to To say it to the king, I told you, the silver fox sitting here, John, you look marvelous. Does he not? Look at that. I'm crazy all night.
You're going out on tour for, what, 3?
3 months.
Excuse me, there's something flying around here.
Must be that mousse that you put in your hair.
What? You guys never had any girlfriends in there at all, did you?
Huh?
You were 4 grown men in that. You never had any girlfriends. You're out on that ranch all by yourself. I'm not intimating.
A lot of rumors about that. There were a lot of rumors about the Cartwrights being homosexual. There were a great deal.
I didn't mean that. I wasn't.
And I am here to set the record straight. We were not. Thank God Hop Singh was. But,
I'll set him up. You do the snapper.
I got to ask you something.
Sure.
Last night, my son, you were talking about Zsa Zsa Gabor earlier.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
My son said, she was on Johnny Carson's show one time. She came there with a cat on her lap, and she said to you, "Do you want to pet my pussy?" And my son said that you said, "I'd love to if you'd remove that damn cat." Is it true?
No, I think I would recall that. The fellow you're fighting is, I'm not familiar with. What's his
Allison
name?
Rodriguez.
Now, is he a good fighter?
I hope not.
All right, well.
Are you going to be staying out here long, or just...
I'm leaving tonight. I got to drop the audition tape off over at CBS, and then I'm going.
Do you feel you're easy to live
Well,
with?
I'm a Pisces, and we're very sensitive.
Yeah, what does that mean now? I was married to a Pisces once.
I'm sure you were.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the memory. Sunburns at the shore. Nights in Singapore. You might have had a headache, but you never were a bore. So thank you so
musical memory. Stay where you are. Okay, now we've got some, music has been an integral part of the show, and over the years we have had everything from heavy metal to classical, rock and roll to opera, country music. And what's amazing that all these people, we are so in their debt, they come here, and we don't pay a great deal of money on this show. And all of these artists have showed up year after year on this program, so settle back. And we were rather stunned by the depth of field in the music. Watch.
Please stay with me till after the holidays. That's when I need you so.
Hello, darling. Darling.
Now, Billy Joe McAllister's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
All the sweet green ice flowing down.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius.
man could dance.
It seems we stood and talked like this once before.
You'll be swell. You'll be great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. I'll be with him.
I know you will.
Ooh, on that midnight train to Georgia.
Even on the midnight train to Georgia.
To the dynamite attraction. And the number's gonna shake under my eye. Yeah. Baby love, my baby love, I need you. Oh, how I need you.
When Joanna loved me, every sound was music.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love.
You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Don't I make my brown eyes? Don't I make my brown eyes? Don't I make my brown eyes blue?
That I've been crying over you, crying over you.
9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and if you dream about it, don't you? Enough for city limits, enough for city.
Loving you where the times are good or bad and happy or sad.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I want you.
These ain't the neon lights are bright on Broadway.
Get your kicks on Route 66. Sweet love, got me calling out tonight, but I don't feel no shame on
Oh, it seems to me sorry seems to be the hardest word.
Yes, I'm saving all my love for you.
Teach your children well, 'cause their fathers hell and slowly go by. And I'm going to Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm going to Graceland. Hold them up, never do let them fall. Pray to the dust and the rust and the ruin that names us, claims us, and shames us all. So I've got praying in low places. Let me go my way.
tell you. Is that fun to look back? What an amazing run of talent. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. Okay, we are back. Now, Doctor, my good friends, this show would have been almost impossible to do, and it sure has been a hell of a lot more fun to do it with these two guys. Ed has been a rock for 30 years sitting over here next to me, and Doc, I got a letter, and we have been friends for 34 years. A lot of people who work together on television don't necessarily like each other. This hasn't been true. We've known each other 34 years. We have dinner together. We're good friends. You cannot fake that on television. And some of the best things we've done on the show have just been, you start something, I'll start something. I got a letter the other day from a guy. Came from Television Guide. And he says, now you're going to find out if Ed McMahon really thinks you're funny. With your big laugh.
I do.
But you're going on, you're going to do your star search?
Yes, and if you're ever lonely and need a place to exhibit something, come down and I'll help you.
No, thank you. It's
been wonderful. Really, I have to say something. It's just been a joy. I met you, we talked for 7 minutes. I just found out the other day there were 7 other people up for that job, and I got it. I thank you. My family thanks you forever. Thank you, sir.
And not only this man over here, there's never been a better trumpet player in the world, and television is going to lose the last big swing band in the world. And to say that this band is not hip is not to know the meaning of the word hip. Believe me, folks. The words young and hip are not synonymous. Doctor, what are you going to be doing? Concert?
Well, I'm going to be taking the guys out on a little tour. As you said, we may be called the X Tonight Show Band, so we had some jewelry made up. And get a load of that. Special stuff for us. But I'll be with the Phoenix Symphony Orchestra and the Buffalo Philharmonic. But before we leave here, I want to thank you, Johnny, for making life such a joy. And it's going to be awfully hard every night about that time when we hit that theme and you walk out there through that curtain. And I wondered if maybe once a week you could come into my house and walk out through the draperies in the living room.
I'll do that.
But anyway, the guys and I want to thank you for giving us a place to play our music.
Thank you, guys. Okay, now, I love you guys. You know that. We'll stay in touch. We'll stay in touch. Are we ready for our next little segment? Now, this was kind of strange to put together because I've told you we've had thousands and thousands of people, and we didn't select certain people for any reason, just to give you an idea of the dimension of the people who've been here. It is sad that the first 10 years of The Tonight Show are gone. We don't have the tapes. It would have been fun to show Jane Mansfield sitting with Boris Karloff or Peter Lorre talking to Tallulah Bankhead or Bette Midler's first appearance, but unfortunately, those tapes are gone. You want to do this first? Of course. $1 is always $1.
Nothing's changed.
That's right, and that never will. But we're coming back, folks. All right, this segment, thank you. This segment doesn't need any elaborate setup. These are just a few of the faces that have passed this way in 30 years. Carson and the band for that wonderful music underneath that scrapbook. Thank you, guys. We'll be back in a minute. Beautiful. Okay, we are back. Now, you normally see myself and Ed and Doc out here in the band in front of the cameras, but like any television show, this has a lot of people, and I've had the good fortune of having a marvelous staff, and marvelous technical crew, and all behind-the-scenes people who have been very dedicated to the show and take great pride in it. And most of them have been here for a good number of years, so I thank all of them for making this possible. Now, we have never really let journalists come in and cover the show while we're putting it together. We always think the show should speak for itself, but what we did, we got a camera crew, and they went around, and they just took shots of an average day, what goes into putting the show that you see on the air. So here is our little backstage look at The Tonight Show.
Okay, here's the rundown for tonight. Monologue, of course. Then Johnny does his last tea time movie, and Teresa Ganzel is with that. After the commercial, Stevie Wonder, 2 songs. We close with Stephen Wright's Stand Up to panel, and then do a promo for tomorrow night's show. And if you don't have any more questions, that's it for today.
Tonight Show.
Check it out, Mike. Stevie Wonder is here, and Clint Eastwood is confirmed for the 15th.
That's good.
They know.
Thank you very much.
Top one more time, it'll be straight. 1, 2, 1, 2. Model of blue, that came to me a question. Kinda till you answer, won't let you be. Question was if I was blessed with the gift of sight. What most of life would I want to see?
Okay, Jeffrey.
All right, sir.
Get warm again.
That's great, huh?
Wonderful.
The studio holds 465 people, and we'll fill up every last seat. So if there's room, we will get you a seat.
Endless amount of mail Mr. Carson receives. Probably 10,000 pieces a week.
Alex didn't talk to you about this, did she?
Hello there, feature film freaks. Art Fern here with today's feature film.
That's it. That's a monologue. It's officially monologue.
All right, let's get it to Johnny.
Best seat in the house, I think, really.
It's about 5 minutes till 5. We'll do the show at 5:30, and we'll do it in real time.
Beauty time.
Basically, this is what John sees as he sits here at the desk.
Is that Stevie?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing my favorite song. I'll be singing you.
I'll be singing you, right.
Good evening, and welcome to The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. My name is Jeff Satze. I'm one of the many producers of this show.
It would show up.
We got a minute.
We're back by a minute. It's coming here.
Minutes going, don't rush.
Have we got time?
30 seconds standby playback.
Well, so what? Next time.
Okay, 30 seconds, John.
Oh my God, I'm late.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1, music tape.
set. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
You folks are here on a great night. Mighty Carson Art Players with Teresa Ganzel and the final appearance of Art Fern in our Tea Time movie.
Hello, friends.
Thank you, Doc Severinsen, the great NBC Orchestra. Right now, it's time for a visit with one of the mainstays of daytime television. Making his last appearance on The Tonight Show, your friend and his lovable Art Fern.
Hello there, feature film freaks. Art Fern here with today's feature film. Woody Harrelson, Woody Allen, Woody Guthrie, Woody Woodpecker, Woody Herman, Herman Munster, and Dumpo, the Wonder Pigeon, in Heidi Suffers an Estrogen Avalanche.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. This heart of mine embraces all the way through.
You know, if I had realized the staff worked that hard, I'd have given them a raise. Not! We'll be back in a moment. And so it has come to this. I am one of the lucky people in the world. I found something I always wanted to do, and I have enjoyed every single minute of it. I want to thank the gentlemen who've shared this stage with me for 30 years, Mr. Ed McMahon, Mr. Doc Severinsen, and you people watching. I can only tell you that it has been an honor and a privilege to come into your homes all these years and entertain you. And I hope when I find something that I want to do and I think you will like and come back, that you'll be as gracious inviting me into your home as you have been. I bid you a very heartfelt good night.
Stay tuned for Late Night with David Letterman following Now It Can Be Told with Geraldo Rivera, next only on Channel 5.
Reign with The Tonight Show. You've witnessed an extraordinary event and a standard of excellence that will last forever.